You are now live on YouTube. Sweet. Howdy peoples, it's Saturday, I don't know why I said it like that, November 16th, 5:10 p.m. and about 7 degrees Celsius. I'm here on Walmer Road, just north of Spadina Station. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights is here. Chris Griffin, Drew Costin, Jellybean, Elvis, RMX of Nothing, A. Petrus, Carlos, Marjos. Thanks for tuning in. There is yours truly. I'm just gonna Berry Sports Highlights is here. Chris Griffin, Drew. Check to make sure everything is working properly, and it seems to be. Our gang, the Little Rascal, says hi. How are you doing tonight? Doing well. Looking forward to a little UFC later tonight after last night's abomination of an event, although the co-main event last night was pretty sick. Those two ladies put on a classic boxing performance. We got one good fight, a whole lot of Netflix buffering and pixelated pictures. I was watching on a 77-inch OLED TV, and it was very painful at times just how poor the Netflix signal was. So much so, I may have switched over to another source that had a pristine picture on it. Anyways, we're here in the annex. I walked through here on the last live stream, but what I'm gonna do is we're just gonna go south down Spadina, all the way down to the Sky Dome, pretty much. That's the plan for this one. So huge thanks for tuning in. Friendly reminder to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that fun stuff to be notified when I go live next. Probably not till Monday or Tuesday. I'll be going live tomorrow night on the Johnny Stumbles channel, most likely. I don't always, but more often than not I do. Tomorrow around 8 p.m. I already saw the Swifties starting to take over, making their way down towards the Sky Dome. So this is the popular Annex neighborhood, but we're not going to be seeing a whole lot of it as we're going to start going south here. Mr. Mountain Hiker says get a ticket for the concert while you're there, only 17 grand for some seats. Hey man, to each their own. If that's your thing and you enjoy it, good for you. It's not my thing, but I'm glad some people have something to look forward to and get excited about. I think that's something everyone wants in their life from time to time. Here is the extremely well used, even in the cold weather, Bloor Street bike lane. With its superior ability to move people through the city than single occupant vehicles. Every time I mention them, there's some idiot in the comments who despises them and uses no facts, logic, or reason for wanting to remove them. Sounds just like the kind of person that would support our premier. Anyways, we are at Bloor and Spadina. I'm gonna go south here, and the first several blocks of this is gonna be a little bit on the quiet side. But we're going to end up in Chinatown, and things are going to be pretty lively from there on out. Vivian Johnson and Sheena Roberts are here. Hello, moderators. Mike Landry, $2. Hi, Johnny, and everyone in the chat. Mike Landry, good to see you, Mike. Thank you for the $2 and for dropping in. And holy schmoly, we're already at 190 viewers. Thank you so much, guys. As I wait to go south down Spadina. I always like walking down Spadina. This first part's not the most interesting in the world, but you got a pretty sick view of the CN Tower off in the distance. Greetings, Eva. Yes, Vivian, I am live. Greetings, Highland Pipers. Mark McCulloch. Twisted Metal, member for 3 months. Thank you,
Yeah.
Twisted Metal, for your support. And you have a super chat from Semyon Gangrinovich. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but Semyon or Semyon, I apologize, I am terrible with names, but thank you so much for the $19.99, and thank you, Twisted Metal, for 3 months of membership. As we've got that nice twilight sky here in Toronto. Oh, there's a cop with his lights on. Look at these Muppets crossing the road in front of an emergency vehicle that's lit up. Stay out of the way if you see flashing lights. It's common sense. It's also the law. That cop is going north up Spadina. You literally could cost someone their life by doing that. I think it's going to take about 10 or 15 minutes before we get to Chinatown, and things will liven up. We're going to go all the way down the front. We can see the scene at the Sky Dome again. There's a lot of people wearing glittery outfits, making their way down to the dome already. Says pretty sky tonight. Indeed, I'm gonna have to snap a new thumbnail picture for this one. I was gonna get off at Bathurst and walk through the annex, but the TTC was taking its sweet time, so I decided I wanted to get a move on things, and I hopped off at Spadina. I didn't make a regular video today, but hopefully tomorrow I can make one or two. Good evening, Marjorie. Beer store. I'll be having a few of those tonight. I had one last night before watching the Netflix fight. I went to Chiang Mai and had a khao soi, and you know what? It held its own. It held up to the khao soi you get at Pai, or Khao San Road, or Sukhothai. It was quite excellent. We are spoiled for food in this city. Greetings, Harjot. Don't know where I'm gonna go tonight. Over on the left, we have the University of Toronto St. George campus. This is Sussex Avenue. This guy walking says Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Yeah, that fight was just straight up elder abuse. I mean, good for Mike Tyson. 58 years old, getting $28 million for a sparring session. I mean, Jake Paul could have put him in the hospital if he wanted to, but he showed restraint and just kind of battered him around a little bit. Yeah, so basically it was a farce, but good for Mike. He got paid. Harvard Street coming up. There's the University of Toronto graduate residences. One of the issues going north-south west of Yonge Street is there's not too many interesting north-south streets. At least north of, I want to say Dundas, between Dundas and Bloor. There's Bay Street, I guess, University, but those aren't super interesting. Spadina, not really. Bathurst, not really. Ossington, no. Whereas on the east side, you've got Church, Sherbourne, Jarvis, Parliament. And Cora won the war. It was a battle between Cora and Papa Ceo, or Chio, CEO. Now a Korean restaurant's moved in there. Looks like there's some people getting out of this church. Again, we're gonna head through Chinatown. We'll be there in about 5 minutes. Join us for Saturday worship. I went in that church as part of Doors Open. I went in there as I was making my way down to the El Macombo. And sadly, the streetcars still aren't running. They're supposed to reappear at some point in December. We'll be watching the 510 Spadina bus roll by. That building there is the St. Volodymyr Institute. Discover over 7,000 Ukrainian artifacts. Well, these homes here have heritage protection status. If you go to the City of Toronto's website and you look up this area, you'll see that it's not just individual homes that are marked as heritage, but the entire block. Has that status. That's the Daniels building ahead, School of Architecture. I'm gonna have to put my gloves on in a sec. In that video, I went through Knox Presbyterian Church and then the Daniels Building. Then I went south to the Alma Combo. Gertej asking, where's Marge? I don't know. Sometimes mods are out busy doing their thing. Looks like my chat locked up. Oh, Marge is here. Yeah, my chat wasn't moving for a while. I don't know why that happens. That guy had a ton of aftershave on. It's one thing you don't get through the screen are all the scents. Once we go around this little bend here, things will pick up and be quite busy. There's a few really popular neighborhoods just south of here. Kensington Market will be just southwest of here, and straight south of here will be Chinatown. And we're just gonna go south down Front, or down Spadina all the way to Front, I think. Where there'll be 10,000 Swifties in front of the stadium. Word of the day says the fight was a farce. Yeah, I think it was worse than that. It was elder abuse. Jake Paul got 40 million for it. Mike Tyson got 20 million. But it seemed as if everyone I knew was watching the fight last night. People I never would have suspected.
It's just stupid current.
And the fact that Netflix wasn't even ready to handle that volume of people watching. Probably caught them off guard too with how popular it was. But Tyson clearly didn't have his feet underneath him. He was wearing what looked like a brace or compression sleeve on his knee. And he wasn't moving very well. That building dates back to the 1800s. Oh man, what a view of the tower. I love it when it's lit up like that. I don't know if this camera's doing it justice, but A+ view right here. Lily says, hello, Johnny and friends. Greetings. Here's the silver dollar on the right. Rebuilt to to look exactly like it did before that condo went up. And this place seems quite popular. Number 10 Dean, coffee, cocktails, bites, and bottle shop. Every time I see it, it is packed. But apparently it's like a brick for brick rebuild of the Silver Dollar Room inside. And we're at College Street. Little Italy. Off to the west. These people would normally be on that island waiting for a streetcar, but no such luck. I'm just gonna put the camera down, give you guys a bit of a stray cat view. I'm gonna slip some gloves on. One sec, guys. Hopefully you've got a view of something. You know what? Let's get a new thumbnail picture for the stream while we're here. Not a very good one. My camera is all fogged up. Let's try that again. Just a slight delay. We'll be back in action in a second. Save. Let me make sure I'm not missing any chats. Let's just get that awful thumbnail picture updated. Arrivederci, shitty old thumbnail. Bow, chicka bow, bow. And let me get my camera ready. Good evening, Flick Hunter and Chris Mills. All right, all that, and I still didn't put my gloves on. By the way, I was waiting for a UPS package today because a product I ordered was missing an accessory. I contacted the company and they said they would ship it off right away, and then I got the delivery notice that it was scheduled for today. It said between like 12 and 4:15, and then I was like, what the hell? It didn't come? I've been home all day between that time. So I checked just after 4 and it was like delivery rescheduled for next week. Hello.
Patrick.
Oh, Patrick,
Yes.
how's it going? You want to be on stream?
Sure. I mean, I'm just working at Connect Computers. Hi, guys. My wife is watching right now.
Awesome. Why'd you guys close your Yonge and Eglinton store?
Well, rent.
That sucks. We lost Best Buy, we lost Canada Computers.
Well, it's not a great location, they said, but you know.
Well, you probably, yeah, it was probably just expensive because it is a good location, but.
Yes, it is. That's why I like a lot of the other kind of computer store in Midtown. They went in our store, so right now there's a lot of guys right there.
Good. Well, it's good to see you. Thanks for dropping in.
Bye.
Cheers. What a genius, going the wrong way on an e-bike, no helmet, which is required by law, no light. That guy's doing it right. Riding the moving pulse with a helmet and his lights on. It was good to meet Patrick there. I wonder what the event is tonight at the Alma Combo. I did. That door's open through there. Lisa's here. Good evening. Camp says, I've met him before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've met Patrick a few times, actually. Szechuan restaurant. We're in Chinatown. We're going to head down to Front Street, where things will definitely be hectic around the dome, I'm sure. Reading some of your messages. Richard Bicker says he saw John Lee Hooker play a long set back in the day. He was running out of gas, left for a minute, and came back to put on a 90-minute set without a break. Yeah, it's a very intimate venue. I think the most famous event there was when the Rolling Stones played under a pseudonym. And apparently Pierre Trudeau's wife was there. What is up with all these idiots riding their e-bikes on the sidewalk? It's like an epidemic. Krispy Kreme, Kensington Market on the right. Dude selling records. Speaking of which, live music venues, there's Grossman's Tavern, the legendary Grossman's Tavern across the street. RMX of Nothing says Uber Eats chaos. It kind of is if you think about it.
And then, yeah, no, they called me one.
Ooh, Nine Tails coffee smells good. Here's Roll Sand and its new digs. Remember when they opened, they were only on this side. They're in
He's like soft-spoken.
both sides now. This side is like overflow, I guess. The other side is packed.
Lovely. We got it for free.
Yeah, there's a ton of Uber Eats guys on Spadina. You see a lot on Danforth as well, around Greektown. It's a really high concentration of restaurants in both spots. There's a look along Baldwin into Kensington. Canadian Vasily's here. Thanks for dropping in. We've got Canadian Vasily, Sheena, Vivian, and Marge. 4 mods here. And I don't know if I saw Liam. He might be poking around.
I'm just asking.
By the way, you might recall a few weeks ago, my camera screwed up when I was live streaming. And a few weeks before that, the gimbal died. I thought I had fixed it. And then when I took it out to stream, it was very much not working again. I sent it to DJI to be repaired on Monday, as it was just out of warranty. They quoted me $90 USD to fix it. I was like, well, that's a hell of a lot cheaper than a new camera. So I bit and paid it. And then yesterday, UPS came and gave me a package. And DJI sent me a brand new inbox camera. So I'm very happy with that. It was obviously better for them just to send a new one than fix it. And the thing is, this camera I'm using is screwed up. The screen won't rotate on it. So I'm thinking of sending this one in to see if I get a new camera. But for now, that brand new one, I'm gonna go easy on it. Lisa says, hey, did you get a refund for that thing I accidentally bought? No, I accepted delivery of it. And I think it is amazing, so I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna make a video on it actually, over on the Johnny Stumbles channel. And they forgot to put something in the box. The Bluetooth remote starter, so I emailed them. And later that day, I got notice that the replacement part was being shipped to me. So they're a pretty solid company actually. Robert says I should work at Bet Casino. I don't know why I should work at a casino. You gotta love the vibe on Spadina.
It was like just apply ASAP.
Ajisan Ramen dumpling house here is solid. Although in the summer it's a bit of an oven. Wing Zero walked by Skydome earlier. There's a lot of Swifties there. We'll be swinging through there pretty soon. I already did a stream dedicated to that scene, but why not? I think she's taking a break for a few nights. And we'll be resuming November 21st through 23rd and then going to Vancouver for 3 nights. Lisa says, probably your favorite street to walk in the city outside of your own hood. Yeah, I'm thinking a stroll up Spadina at night is overdue for a video. Oh, here's some Swifties getting on the bus. King Noodle. I've only been to that place a few times, but I've heard it's really gone downhill since new ownership took over, at least relative to what it used to be. That may or may not be true. Got a 505 Dundas streetcar. Krista says Johnny strikes the boss. Flying down the streetcar tracks. There's pretty serious emergency going on for that to happen. And there's the only downtown Dairy Queen. There's another Dairy Queen over on Broadview, but that's not downtown. Right at Broadview and Mortimer, pretty much. Goldstone Noodle Restaurant is gone. Mom's pan-fried bun coming soon. Hey, there's where I went to with the Action Kid when he was in town. Speaking of which, he did a live stream where he was walking the other day without the assistance of the medical boot. Good to see him back on 2 feet. There's a hot pot restaurant. And a restaurant we used to affectionately call the Choo Choo. Up top, that place was a very popular post-night out spot. I don't know if it still is. Hong Kong Island Dim Sum House. Good evening, Mega Tokyo. I don't know if your name is Mega Tokyo or if your name is Meg and then Tokyo. I'll just read it as Mega Tokyo. We'll split the difference. That used to be a Super 8 hotel. Speaking of hotels, Bright Sun Travels did a review of the Fairmont Royal York on Front Street, right across from Union Station. If you're curious about that hotel, he does a pretty in-depth review of it and what it's like to stay there in one of the gold standard rooms. Spoiler alert, it's not bad, but just about any other luxury hotel in the core, I think you'd rather stay at. There's Sonic Boom Records across the street. Gertesh has YouTube Premium. Yeah, YouTube Premium will solve that problem of those ads popping up. And then you won't have ads popping up ever. And you also get a pretty good music service. Good enough, I don't need Spotify or anything else. It's got all the podcasts and music I listen to on it.
And then 2 cases something, and you're like, I don't like that.
Hey, a Hone Fitness, where you can work out and have strangers look at you. There's a guy hammer curling, but he is swinging too much, so he's cheating. He's not isolating his bicep, he's using his hips. Although maybe he's at the end of his reps, or that's just a warm-up. Who am I to judge? as we head towards Queen Street. Twisted Mouse says YouTube Premium is the only streaming service you pay for. Well, I pay for Prime too, but I pay for the Amazon Prime delivery aspect of it. But yeah, YouTube Premium is easily the best value in a streaming service. Andy Wood says, go in and tell him. Yeah, I'm gonna go tell some dude who clearly knows what he's doing more than I do. That's a good idea. The only thing I would beat that guy at is probably Rochambeau if I go first. James says YouTube Premium is so useful, it's only a matter of time before Google shuts it down. I think we'll probably see tiers. They'll find a way to squeeze more out of it, but it lets you download YouTube videos on your phone. It lets you play YouTube videos when you maximize or minimize YouTube, so you can still listen to the audio. It's helpful if you want to put your phone in your pocket and just listen to the audio like a podcast, but not have the screen on, draining battery. So we are at Queen West. Walking past a future subway station.
Yeah, you know why?
That's a great place for those people to congregate. Richmond Street. Coming up.
And then back into I know I saw something like that.
All right, like a little bit of meat.
You like what?
Emo's Vlogs, $2. The Raptors game last night was awesome. Oh yeah, you went to the Raptors game. Emo's Vlogs, glad you enjoyed the game and had an awesome time. Thank you for the $2. Can I like your super chat and heart it with my gloves? I can. There's What a Bagel. Is that related to the What a Bagel that used to be at Yonge and Eglinton? The legendary What a Bagel at Yonge and Egg?
Taylor Swift.
The detox market. Deep fried donuts, pure garbage food, says Matrix. I would have to agree with you. I mean, they can be both delicious and pure garbage at the same time. We're at Adelaide Street. You know what? I was going to say let's cross, but let's wait for the next light cycle. Let's cross. Why not, eh? Cyrus, 279. Cyrus, thank you so much. I would probably mangle your last name. I can barely see it. My screen is kind of small, but thank you, Cyrus, for your support and the 279. It's definitely appreciated. You seriously think Toronto is underappreciated? I think there's a lot of people from outside of Toronto who just clown and hate on the city that basically subsidizes the rest of the province and much of the country. We have a premier who kind of pits people from the outer Toronto suburbs and the rest of the province against us because all he knows is how to divide. But I think the people living here know what's up. We know how great the city is and how wonderful it is to explore. And when people visit from out of town, you often hear nothing but glowing things. Just go on Reddit and see all the, hey, I just visited your city posts. I mean, a lot of the concerns are valid, but there's a cost of living crisis throughout the whole country. There's the Joey Bats mural. Zoom, zoom, on the sidewalk you go. So Toronto's undeniably great, just very expensive. That's true, but that's true of any big city in Canada. Cost of living's higher here, but the same job in Toronto also pays more than the same job in most other cities, so there's an adjustment there. And from my point of view, doing what I do, I don't really think there's another city in Canada where I could do this every day and keep an entire channel afloat full time. Maybe Montreal. But it's certainly in a class of its own in terms of the size and magnitude of it. All right, we're just waiting to cross King Street here. We're a few blocks from front. Cam loves Montreal, me too. That's the Canadian city I've been to the most on this channel outside of Toronto, not including the suburbs.
Huh?
Neo Coffee Bar. And I think I'm gonna stay here
This is coffee, right?
for the rest of the year. I usually fuck off and go somewhere overseas in November or December, but we're gonna tough out that first part of winter here. There's the well. We're a few blocks from Front Street, and that is a beautiful sight in person. My camera is definitely not doing that justice. But the contrast of the CN Tower on the black sky.
The sample is very much representative.
Whew. That's a money shot if I've ever seen one. No, I haven't recorded in the Kitchener-Waterloo area, to the person asking. I'd like to at some point. Perhaps I can nab a car from Rome Auto again. There's the well. Rocking some Christmas decorations. I think this is about the time they really start letting people into the dome. We'll see how big the lineup is. Gertej thinks Ken went to Kitchener. I mean, I've been to Kitchener, Waterloo, and Cambridge bunches of times, just not on the channel. Emo's Vlogs, $2, and CN Tower is lit up because of Taylor. Cool. That's probably influencing the color scheme. Thank you, Emo's Vlogs, for the $2, much appreciated. I don't think any other building has benefited as much from getting covered in LED lights as much as the CN Tower. Hey, we've got glittery Swifties walking by. Imagine if you just like to dress like that and you hated Taylor Swift, but you had to be in this area. You'd be walking around with everyone just assuming you're on your way to the concert. Not good for these people. They got something to look forward to. I hope they enjoy their night. Just because I wouldn't be caught dead going there doesn't mean I have to clown on the people that do. Krista says interview the Swifties. Ken was doing that on his stream. He was asking a lot of people where they came in from. Mikey G says, looking forward to Christmas. First time in 23 years you don't have to deal with people because you're retiring from retail this year. Awesome. Resonate says, I hate Taylor Swift. I'm not the only one. I don't hate her. I just don't have a strong opinion of her one way or the other, but she clearly has an impact that very few pop stars have. She's on that Madonna in the early 90s, Michael Jackson in the late 80s kind of plane of popularity that very few people ever get to.
Yes?
Apparently there's a dude who's been live streaming these concerts online. He's literally sitting there you'll see his feed get recommended. He gets like 20 to 30,000 viewers. And he just shows someone from the crowd's live stream and he puts that up on the screen. I have no idea how the hell YouTube hasn't taken that down and he hasn't been copy striked or copyright striked, but you can probably watch the concert through a shitty handheld live stream on some dude's YouTube channel tonight if you wanted to. Mr. Mountain Hiker loves the buzz in the city with the concert. Really neat. Yeah, I think that's probably my favorite aspect of it. Brings in a lot of people, gives them a chance to see the city.
There's also an LCD.
Fills up local businesses with people. And it just creates a really cool vibe on the street. Very glittery vibe. Look at all the Swifties pouring in. Yeah, to each their own. There's lots of music I like that I'm sure people would dislike. That's the whole thing. We're all allowed to have our tastes and opinions. If these people genuinely enjoy this and don't mind partying with astronomical amounts of money to have the experience, good for them. So last time I was here, this was lined up all the way around the corner with people. Jennifer Galla's here. Good evening, Jennifer Galla. We are heading east on Front Street West, past legions of Swift fans, and definitely a boyfriend or two who would probably rather watch UFC tonight. And is probably hoping to get home in time for the main event. You're welcome, Blue Skies.
I don't mean to.
This is the last of the first 3 shows, and there'll be 3 more, 21st through 23rd. Maybe during her break, she'll be willing to do a collab with me. We can talk about all things Toronto. She'll probably be in Buffalo tomorrow. I think the Kansas City Chiefs are in town for a game. That's just a 2-hour car ride away. Although she'll probably take a private helicopter there.
There's no service down here anyway.
We are deep into Swifty land now. Yeah, they've definitely opened up the floodgates on letting people in. This was all lined up with people Thursday night. A little bit before this time though. we're gonna head up this way. Hopefully not pick up a copyright from the pub here. It's a pretty generic beat blasting though. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here just so we don't pick up any of that. Look at that bright coat. I didn't think we'd be back here so soon after Thursday night stream, but what do you know?
This is for gates 1, 2, and 3 only. Please have your tickets ready.
They didn't have that guy on the megaphone here Thursday. You get to feel like you're walking the red carpet. Jennifer Gallus says, you heard Mayor Chow approved a new hotel tax. I just wish somebody in a position of power could just make a law where all taxes and fees are listed as the final price on everything. Hotel rooms, items in the grocery store or convenience store or a restaurant. It's so nice when you travel and the price is the price. If you try to book a hotel in Las Vegas, a lot of times the price will double because there's a resort fee tacked on. That's their way of getting around paying a big commission to the booking sites. I think my chat is stuck. One sec.
What's up? Celia!
There we go. Johnny B says that would be great. Yeah, why the hell haven't we done that? Good evening, Donkey Balls. Just make the price the price. You want to buy something, you should know exactly what it's going to cost. Doesn't matter if it's a pack of peanuts or a hotel room. Oh, how's it going?
Good.
I do remember.
I didn't even see you here. Are you streaming right now?
Yeah, we're live.
I didn't even see your stream there.
Oh. Are you going into the concert?
No, I'm not. I was actually just there Thursday. I'm just back here checking out to see if
You went in on Thursday?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was all right. I had a terrible seat, unfortunately.
Huh.
Yeah.
It was a long show, right? Like 3 hours or something?
Yeah, I left an hour early before the subway got packed. Yeah. I hate standing in crowds, but yeah.
Awesome. Well, it's good to see you again. I do remember. Cheers. There's a friendly viewer we've met before. There's a look up at the tower. Let's head down towards that way. The dude wearing a Kelsey jersey. Mr. Mountain Hiker says airline tickets always show the final price now. Yeah, I've noticed that. But everything should be like that. Even restaurants. If you don't want to pay your employees properly, just slap a 15% gratuity on it and include it in the price on the menu. It was a lot busier last time we were through here.
I think we have to go up here.
Hey, Johnny.
Oh, hi, how's it going? Good, good, nice to meet you. Cheers. Friendly viewers? There's definitely a bit of a teeny bopper demographic. I would say mostly female teeny bopper demographic. Hey, the slider station. Zappy, charge your phone. That's just poor planning if you're out. Hey, you Swifties, your concert's gonna start soon. If I had a daughter going to this, I think I would send her on her way and wait for her when the concert's done. I'd be like, I'm not sitting through this. Someone else can have my seat who would enjoy it. What are they gonna do? Send child services at me because I didn't want to go see Taylor Swift? Julie says it's certainly lively. Yeah, it's great. The atmosphere down here is amazing. Apparently Taylor Swift was an opening act in Toronto, I think in 2007, and the tickets to that were like $22. That was back when she was more of a country singer. There's still people walking around with signs looking for free tickets. The girl got her cell phone stolen. That sucks.
Yeah.
She's walking around with a sign that says I need one ticket, and I think she wrote a price down on what she's willing to pay. This thing has a security camera on the roof. Look at that. Hey, I'm filming you, filming me. We're not going to hang out here too much longer, but it's kind of cool being somewhere where there's such a big crowd. I'm probably going to get copyrighted if I go too far that way. The Sky Dome's external speakers are blasting. You're welcome, Daisy. It's kind of a Halloween vibe, the way people are dressed. All right, let's keep moving. Free origami. I don't want your money. That is really cool. Props to that guy. Cam says, or Comic-Con. Yeah, it's got Fan Expo Comic-Con vibes. All right, we'll go as... All right, there's some bad karaoke going on. We'll go to Simcoe and head up to front.
Bluetooth connection was
Ripley's Aquarium on the left.
They're not at the concert, whatever. Shake it off, okay. Okay, last one. He says guys, this is on toe.
I've seen so many dudes going into the concert wearing Travis Kelce jerseys, which makes sense. That's me.
Nice to meet you.
How's it going?
Good. See some of your videos.
Cool. We're live right now.
Oh, cool. YouTube?
Yep.
Nice.
Would viewers know you by your name?
I'm not on YouTube, no.
Oh. Not on YouTube.
Like, I mean, like, channel.
Cool. Well, nice to meet you. Cheers.
Nice to meet you as well.
Friendly viewer?
No, I have cash in my wallet.
Run into a few friendly viewers tonight. Or maybe we'll go to York Street.
In Pirate, you don't like it?
It's a pretty good crowd on Bremner.
We take cash in top.
School fundraiser, Toronto's dating experiment, Haste. In-person dates within 24 hours. That's interesting. What happens if you want to swipe left? Cam says, shake it off. Oh, there's the Sky Dome. Walking towards the Scotiabank Arena.
Are you in front of the gate?
Oh, that girl had a Miss America thing draped over her. According to that Fairmont Royal York hotel review I saw today, there's quite the members lounge at the Delta here on the left. On Thursday's live stream, I popped into Union Station and I tested my new live streaming setup on the subway. And I was able to keep the stream running all the way up to Midtown at Yonge and Eglinton, where I went into a Chipotle after. There was 2 or 3 moments where the stream cut out for about 10 seconds when we were deep in the tunnels north of Bloor. G. Michael, $5. Johnny, something towards getting yourself grounded after your departure from Swifty land. G. Michael, thank you so much for the $5. Much appreciated. Let's see if I can like and heart that here. There we go. Thank you, G. Michael. Lots of cops in the area, but I guess it makes sense with the crowd being what it is. Is that a fire truck on standby? I don't know if there's any events going on at Scotiabank Arena tonight. It is Saturday night. Often that's hockey night in Canada time, but maybe the Leafs are on the road. I've not been paying attention. Taylor is a billionaire. She's worth $1.1 billion. That is absurdly impressive and absurd at the same time. Mega Tokyo says Leafs versus Oilers. Where are the Leafs playing the Oilers? Are they playing in the arena or are they on the road? Hey Google, where are the Leafs playing the Oilers tonight?
The Leafs are playing the Oilers tonight at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Thank you, Google. Shut up. There we go. Google Gemini with the answer. Maybe we'll walk through the arena since there's a hockey game about to start. Thank you, Alex. Thank you to those who confirmed it's in Toronto. Carol says, go Leafs, go. It's not a song, Johnny Be Good, go Johnny go. Yeah, I love telling my AI assistants to shut up. Le Germain Hotel. There's the arena formerly known as the Air Canada Centre. I don't really have a strong attachment to the old name, the ACC. It's not like the Sky Dome. It went from corporate name to corporate name. Although I guess I'm a hypocrite because the Budweiser stage still sounds stupid to me. I miss the Molson Amphitheater name. And somewhere in the Sky Dome is some dude who has season tickets to the Leafs, but finds himself appeasing the better half, watching Taylor Swift instead of taking in a hockey game, I bet. Cam still calls it the ACC. Lisa says, do non-tourists go to Loose Moose? I've been there a few times pre-gaming. I've also been there a few times just for post-work drinks. This is the area during Raptors playoff games known as Jurassic Park. During Leafs games, it's known as Maple Leaf Square. So a couple of big events in the city tonight. We got Taylor Swift at the Sky Dome over there. And the Leafs and Oilers in an all-Canadian tilt at the Scotiabank Arena. And this is the biggest rail transportation hub in the country, Union Station. Financial district looming behind it. We'll cut through the concourse here. Very different from the Swifty crowd we just walked through. Go through a security screening. Christos loves the pregame vibe. Yeah, it's always fun. I miss the Argos guy before an Argos game that would always just play the drums and scream out Argos. I wonder if he's still doing it at BMO Field. I think it's the same guy who does the Let's Go Blue Jays before his J games at the Sky Dome. We've made it to Bay Street. There's a Rolls Royce just chilling there, the white one. Daniela says, am I watching the CFL game Sunday? I think I'm going to have to. The Argos are in it, eh? The Argos are going to try to win it with a second string QB. But there was a period in the 90s and 2000s where almost every Super Bowl was a stinker. And the Grey Cup, year after year, was a thrilling game. It's always fun to watch some Canadian action. Although when the Argos win, or the Toronto FC for that matter, it's not really a big deal around the city. Nothing compared to a Blue Jays or Raptors victory. Don't know what a Leafs one would look like. I've never seen it. But I think the city would collectively blow its lid if the Leafs won. I've seen every major sports team in the city win a championship in my lifetime except the Leafs. So look, south down Bay Street. Lisa says, I don't think it would be as big as the Raptors, to be honest. Oh, I think it would be much bigger than the Raptors. The Raptors had a big parade, and the street party was wild, but I think there would be borderline riots if the Leafs won. I think a Blue Jays victory would be bigger than a Raptors one as well in terms of what you experience on the streets. Their playoff run about a decade ago was pretty wild, or 7-8 years ago.
This one's the one that they're working on now.
Right. There's a classic view along Front Street. You see a tower in the back. And the Royal York Hotel on the right. There's an excellent video on Bright Sun Films reviewing the Royal York Hotel. We're going to dilly-dally around a bit more. We're in the financial district.
There was a huge fire in the financial district. Right?
Going north up Bay Street. Twisted Metal asking how many steps so far. A meager 12,863. I have a thing now where if I ever see an escalator, the answer is no, you take the stairs. If I'm going back to my apartment, the answer is, unless I'm carrying something over 50 pounds, you take the elevator.
I don't know what it is.
Or you take the stairs, no elevator. I'm losing it. Parada, I know the feeling. I've seen other streams before. On nights I probably should have gone out and streamed. I find myself sitting at home watching my own city through the eyes of Ken or Henry or T-Shods walking all the way down Yonge Street. But huge thanks to all 972 of you for tuning in. I'll probably go live next Monday or Tuesday on this channel and live Sunday nights on the other channel. There's a link to that in the description. I guess that's tomorrow. The plan tonight is after the stream, have a copious amount of adult beverages and hopefully watch UFC. Gotta get the taste of last night's fight night out of my mouth. SG asking if I'll be attending the Taylor Swift concert tonight. Well, it starts at 7 and it's 6:42 and I'm walking north up Bay Street, so that should answer your question.
The guy said, then I forgot. Did he transfer you already?
First Canadian place. Bunch of very visible people. All right, Jennifer Gala, thanks for tuning in. See you on tomorrow night's Stumble stream. Who do I have winning, John Jones or Stipe? I honestly think John Jones takes Stipe down at some point. He either clips him or it's an old-fashioned takedown and Stipe gets choked out. That's my prediction. I want Stipe to win. Hey, look at some Swifties. They're late. You better run, girls. Run, run, run. I want Stipe to win, but I think Jones will win. And for Oliveira versus Chandler, it's the same thing. I want Chandler to win. But he's just so in love with his hands. And he fights more for show. It was impressive in that first fight how Chandler had Oliveira on his back when he was dry in the first round. And Chandler turned it around and almost knocked Oliveira out, only to get knocked out himself early in the next round. But I want Chandler to win, I want Stipe to win, but I think Jones and Oliveira take it. Chandler's kind of all or nothing in the first two rounds, and then he's easy fodder. Anywho, what the hell do I know? There's a look up at Scotia Plaza. Just Smitty says Jones wins via eye poke. Rocking the old UFC gloves that they've brought back. Is this new Joey on King Street opened? Greetings, Nate D. Resonate says the Tyson fight no one wanted to see. The elder abuse. Peter Bradfield. Johnny has a blank space for Taylor Swift. Peter Bradfield, hope everything went well with you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Good to hear from you, Peter Bradfield. Thank you for the $1.99. And yeah, Joey is open. Brand new location here along King Street. We started the stream up at the Spadina Station Walmer entrance. Went down Spadina, passing through Chinatown down to Front, over through Swifty Land, and through Maple Leaf Land. Okay, I guess we'll go north here. That streetcar. There's a ticket. There's a ticket.
What's going on here?
There's a ticket. 3 cars illegally proceeding through the intersection in a row, getting honked at by the streetcar. What I think the city should do is have an LED sign that's red with an arrow through it, or a line through it saying don't go straight. That's 3 idiots in a row who can't read street signs. Mad Radish, Chipotle. Someone just dropped their drink. So we're going north up Yonge Street, up the west side. This is Adelaide Street coming up. Orion says, I'm hungry, let's eat. I'm going to be doing that soon after the stream. Where? I don't know yet. Paul Blunt, 279. Oh, Joey, I'm not angry anymore. I don't know what song that is referencing, but thank you, Paul Blunt, for the 279. Much appreciated. The musical stylings of Paul Blunt. Doug C says, Sneaky D's. I could go to Sneaky D's tonight. I haven't been to one of their 90s parties in a while. The last one I went to was at Revival. Well, I went to one for Halloween as well, so scratch that. But the last really good one I went to was the Euronation one at Revival. Jeff from Travel Fund 69 was there. And one of this channel's viewers, Euronation, was putting on the event. It was crazy watching Jeff stream with his elaborate setup in that place all night. As we make our way to Richmond Street. Maybe we'll cross the street, because why not? Romero, it's all good, no worries about that. Thank you for trying though. Let's head up to the square. It's Saturday night, why not? We'll wrap things up there. Saturday night up Yonge Street, but we're only going to go to Dundas Square. You might have seen in my recent video, the wayfinding in the path has been updated to reflect the abomination of a name. City Council is trying to pull a fast one on us all and call it at our own expense.
You just hit my leg.
Hey, we're at Queen Street.
Oh. And I always.
There's the Elgin and Winter Garden. It's the Eaton Center across the street. The video yesterday on the channel featured the Christmas tree unveiling at the Eaton Center. Peter Bradfield, Joey, I'm Not Angry Anymore, Concrete Blonde 1990. Peter Bradfield, thank you. I didn't quite get that reference, but thank you for giving us the annotation to go with it. Thank you for the $1.99. Much appreciated, Peter. This is Shooter Street, where Massey Hall is right around the corner. It's a big lineup of people waiting to get in Massey Hall. Hey Google, who is playing at Massey Hall tonight?
Unfortunately, there are no concerts scheduled at Massey Hall tonight. However, here are some upcoming events that you might be interested in.
It sounds like a lie, Google, because there's a whole lot of people lined up in front of it. Oh well, at least you're still 1,000 times more competent than Siri.
Anything that was good, like I said.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but there was an Asian couple in front of the hot pot. And he just said, milestones, white people food. It's kind of funny because we often will talk amongst ourselves like, what do you feel like tonight? Something Asian, Greek, Italian? But they refer to milestones as white people food. That's one way to describe it, I guess. Hello, Liberty Tree. I am, yeah.
What's your name, John? John
That's me, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just live right now. But do you want to be on stream or no? All right, I'll keep you off. Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah.
I watched some of your videos. I like it.
Awesome, cheers. Stay safe. All right, we'll let that guy get a few steps out of sight since... All right, the Blue Rodeo dude. Is he the one playing at Massey Hall? There's a claw machine arcade. Jellybean says food racism. I don't think it's racist. There's no ill intent or negative stereotyping. It's just a funny way to describe the food at Milestones. Flick Hunter. Let me just pull over here to a GameStop. Flick Hunter. Best verse from Joey. And if you're somewhere drunk and passed out on the floor, $10. These things are going whoosh over my head, but thank you, Flick Hunter, for the $10. Much appreciated. It was nice to have met you a few months ago over in near Kensington Market. Thank you very much for the support. Lisa says a lot goes over my head. Yeah, I wouldn't be a very good Jeopardy contestant.
I watch your channel, by the way.
Oh, cool.
I like it a lot, yeah.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Are you filming, probably?
We're live right now.
Yeah, oh, hi.
All right, take care. Friendly viewer. And behold, the very center point of the universe. There's something going on up here. Looks like a PS5 event. It's pretty quiet in the square. Everyone must be at the Leaf game and Taylor Swift concert. Is this like a strongman contest going on? Oop, go down, camera. Oh, so he's trying to go up the wall there.
2, 1, Come on, who wants to try?
I'll go if you film me.
If I film you?
Yeah.
Of course. I can film you.
We're live right now. We got
Oh, yeah?
960 viewers.
Really?
Yeah.
If
Twitch?
they want to enter for a chance to win a free
Yeah, go ahead, man.
PS5,
Where do they enter?
so they have to, any picture, they just got to
PlayStation hashtag.
and then hashtag play has no limit.
All right, youngest C is loving. Thanks for the $5. I'm gonna embarrass. No, it's YouTube.
Oh, YouTube?
Can you hold that?
Yeah,
Sorry.
sure, absolutely.
I'm gonna embarrass the hell out of myself.
No, don't say that.
Can I type it in the chat?
Sure.
You're gonna show chat who's the man.
Oh, this thing's light. Where are we going? Here? Is this it?
Yeah.
Oh, let's count you down. We gotta count you down.
Oh, sorry.
Ready?
Sorry.
3, 2, 1. Oh! Chat, you see that? Chat, did you see that? Yay!
Close?
Yeah, no, you did it all.
I did it?
Yes.
What do I win? Nothing?
So basically, if you actually want to enter this giveaway, I just sent it in the chat right there. But you just gotta tag PlayStation CA and then hashtag play has no limit.
All right, but that's just the key. You just need leverage.
No, exactly, and then precision.
It's not a strength thing. It's a.
Yeah. Good job.
Well, thank you.
Hey, no worries, man. Good hit, though. Good hit.
Hey, thanks.
I told
Cheers.
you you'd be good.
I actually learned that from a YouTube video, the technique.
Oh, really? There you go.
All right, cheers.
Cheers, man. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye, chat.
Hi.
What's up?
How's it-
YouTuber.
Yeah, we're live.
I wanted to take a picture with you.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
See you.
Nice to meet you. That was fun. I belted the shit out of that thing. Johnny broke the game. You don't want to do it like an axe, like to the side. You want to go overhead with the chop. I was watching a Will Tennyson video where he had one of those hammers in that thing where you hit it and then you try to ring the bell. And all these big, strong dudes tried to do it and couldn't do it. And then this old man came up and used the technique that I did, and he did it. So I learned from that. Or maybe I'm just jacked to the gills secretly and no one knows it. Jellybean, member for 27 months. Johnny Swings, thank you, Jellybean. Well, it was fun to do that strongman contest. She entered the thing into the chat if you want to enter the contest. But on that note, folks, I've got to go get some food, get a lot of drinks in me, and hopefully catch the last 2 fights of UFC. I want to thank everyone who tuned in. It was a lot of fun. I want to thank our mods, Patreon supporters, channel members, everyone who sent support, and just everyone who watched. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Do hit the bell to be notified when I go live next. I've got this thing, whenever it's cold out, I start to get a runny nose. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. But huge thanks, everyone. And once again, 0 streaming problems. My new setup is rocking. I've got Bell and Rogers bonded together on one signal using the DJI Pocket. Streaming with the iPhone is officially a thing of the past. But huge thanks, guys. I've got to do a few things to end the stream. I didn't even know I did it, but enable auto stop. All right, thank you guys. Have a good night. And as always, I will catch you on the next one. Yoink.